Vinegar Syndrome has just released the cult classic horror film Spookies on special edition Blu-ray. I purchased this during their online Black Friday sale and chose the version 2 slipcover they were offering. Spookies opens with a kid wandering through the woods near a creepy mansion. His journey is intercut with footage of a group of people driving along a deserted road looking for a party. So the kid winds up at the mansion where a birthday party seems to be taking place. Apparently his family forgot his birthday, so he ran away, I guess? We know this because earlier he explained it to a weirdo he found sitting in the middle of the woods by himself. At first I thought maybe he was one of the monsters or possessed or something, but he ends up getting killed. Seriously, what was this guy doing out there? And did I mention the Catman creature lurking around the woods watching them? He also has a hook for a hand for some reason. So there's a weird German zombie guy named Creon who apparently is a sorcerer of some kind. He also looks a lot like the guy from You Can't Do That on Television. Anybody remember that show? He inhabits the house with his dead wife and controls everything that goes on, and he apparently wants human souls. So the dumb kid finally realizes something is wrong and flees the mansion.
Happy birthday, Billy.
He's chased and eventually buried by the Catman. Apparently, he can't simply sit up while the creature slowly throws dirt in his face. So the group from earlier finally ends up at the mansion as well, and they are a weird mismatched bunch. We've got a couple people who look like they're right out of Grease, a goofy guy with a puppet on his hand, and a few others, including a woman with a boyfriend who looks like her father. So they find a Ouija board and decide to have a seance. All of this is awkwardly intercut with the bad guy who, as I said, controls everything and has a pulsating vein in his head when he makes stuff happen. Are you still following along? So Carol turns into an Evil Dead type demon and all hell breaks loose. The characters are trapped in the house and offed in cool ways by different creatures. The creature effects in this are awesome and very imaginative. My favorite is the guy being killed by the Spider-Woman. Good stuff. All the while, we get more awkward footage of the Catman lurking around, peeping in windows, and pulling on doors. So one scene has the characters trapped by a giant Grim Reaper, and I love the older guy's solution on getting out of the room. If I ever find myself trapped in a room, that's exactly how I'm gonna escape, headfirst through the door. And I have to mention the Muckmen. A few characters are attacked by these creatures and... yeah, they spend the entire scene farting. This is one crazy and weird movie. As is clearly evident when watching it, the movie had a troubled production history. It was completed and filmed as a movie called Twisted Souls, but then taken over by the producer who was unhappy with the final product. He fired the two directors and did his own thing with the material, and we wound up with a disjointed mess of a film. The new scenes the producer had shot are shoehorned in and don't really fit at all. Spookies clearly has a lot of problems, but I still enjoyed it. Yes, it's bizarre, but it's still fun to watch. The Twisted Souls portion of the movie is good cheesy fun. The reshot material is pretty bad, but there's some good stuff in there. It's really a shame that producer Michael Lee messed up what could have been a great little movie, but even in this compromised, messy version, it's still good fun. As usual, Vinegar Syndrome really hit it out of the park with this release. The picture and sound is flawless, and the movie looks brand new. This thing is loaded with special features, with the main attraction being the feature-length documentary on the making of Spookies. This fascinating documentary shines light on this troubled film and includes interviews with the makers and some of the cast. It's just excellent and kind of heartbreaking at times. This documentary is worth the price of the disc alone. The other main attraction is another feature-length documentary on the history of Vipco, a notorious video label from the United Kingdom. The founder of Vipco is Michael Lee, the producer on Spookies who screwed everything up. The guy comes off as a clueless, greedy jerk. And at one point in this, he even boasts about pirating movies and illegally selling them through his VHS label. As for this documentary on Vipco, it was interesting but overly long, I think. But fans of the Vipco label are sure to enjoy it. Spookies is yet another flawless release from Vinegar Syndrome. Vinegar Syndrome has delivered an excellent package here, and I highly recommend picking this one up.